Today is April 24th, 2023, and I was gonna record this video outside, but in Minnesota, it still feels like winter right now. So I went out and wasn't dressed very warm and didn't make it very long. So now I'm doing it here back in my room. And there's this sort of phenomena I've noticed happening in my life recently, and it's happened a couple times, and it's related to creativity and inspiration. And basically, what's happened is that I've gotten to the point where I was kind of disillusioned with something, or just bored with it, or just really didn't want to continue, or didn't have much motivation to do something, and then that changed. So this week I decided to trade in my camera for a new camera, and I had been using a Nikon camera for a while as my main camera, and I decided to switch over to Sony, and so I'm undergoing that trade right now, and I'm waiting for the Sony one to come in. But just the idea of working with a new camera has sparked this sense of inspiration in me. Like, I've had all these creative ideas running through my mind today and the past maybe couple weeks here now. But yeah, when I actually ordered it, it was like, oh, now I know I'm gonna have this new piece of equipment with new features on it and things that excite me about filmmaking that I can try out now. And I've noticed this happened a couple times with other things as well. So there was a point last year where I was about to just give up filmmaking. I was, I don't know, disillusioned with it, and also not finding it to be super fun at the time. And so I almost just totally gave up on it. And I'd been editing on Adobe Premiere Pro for the longest time, and decided to try out DaVinci Resolve and switch over to that. And when I did, it was the same sort of sensation. Like, I got really excited about editing again, and I unlocked all these color correction tools that I never had before. And so I got into that and find that really interesting, and just the layout of the software and the way it works and everything. It took a little while to learn how to use it, but once I did, it just made editing enjoyable again, and I really began to be inspired to create new stuff, and it kept me going there when I was about to give up on video production. And then another example of it is my phone that I'm recording this video on right now. I had an older smartphone for a while, and the camera was pretty crap. And so when I got this new phone, which has a decent camera on it, that's what inspired me to do these daily video journal things that I'm making. So if I wouldn't have gotten a phone that's capable of recording clear video and clear audio and making it really easy to just hit record and then post it up on YouTube, I might not have started making these videos. So it's for me, it's all been related to video production, and there's probably other examples of it that have happened that with regards to other things. But for the purpose of this video, I think there's something to be said about changing things up and finding ways to get excited about doing something again. So for me, video production and getting new equipment or learning a new program or something like that gets me excited to continue with it and inspires me to come up with new ideas so I can try things out. And but I have noticed it in other areas of my life, and it's just a good thing to be aware of as a general principle. Like, if you're really struggling with wanting to do something, maybe it's just because it's been stagnant for a long time. Maybe it feels stale and boring. And if you just change something up, maybe it will reignite your excitement or your creativity or whatever it is. You know, it could be a relationship. Maybe you've been with someone a very long time and you've kind of gotten in a routine and it's starting to feel boring or stale again. Well, maybe you just do something to create that initial excitement that got you attracted to the person in the first place. Definitely don't go and try and, give up on the current relationship and then be with someone else, like, especially if you're committed and that's the only reason you're leaving. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about within the context of that relationship. Maybe just try something new. Go to a new location. Go to a new restaurant. Just do something that you've never done before and see if that stirs up some of that initial excitement and creates that attraction again. Or it could be a job, something like that. It could be where you're living. Maybe you've lived in the same building for a really long time, and moving to a new place would inspire you in some way. It could be moving all the way to a new state, a new country, who knows? I know that when I've moved out of state before, after living in Minnesota most of my life, it definitely gave me a renewed excitement for life. But it could also be something really simple. Maybe you just move the furniture around in your apartment, or, change something in your room, change something in your office space, whatever it is. But if you have to do something to shake things up a bit, that's okay. It can really spark some interesting ideas and make life more exciting. So that's all I've got for today. Peace.